Everybody does it. When a hot doe goes by and there's a buck on there, he's out of range, you got to get him in the range. Or you want to at least try to get him in the range. That's why you're there. Use a grunt call on him, get something. The main thing at this point is to get his attention. At least make sure that he knows that you're in that area. He hears that other buck grunt, if he'll stop and look your direction or whatever, even if it's for a couple of seconds. I believe deer remember, they remember well, and they can reason. Now, if this doe ends up not being red hot or super hot, and maybe he's not going to get the chance to breed her, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times I have had that buck come circle around, come back in the back way. Of course, he's always going to try and get downwind to you, but I have had him, I've never called him right off a hot doe, but I've had him run that doe, and then maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour later, here comes that buck back. And what's he coming back for? He remembered where that grunt came from. He's coming in to check it out. So you got to be ready in them situations. You got to keep your attention focused to where the last place you saw him was. The other thing to remember, that hot doe goes by, this buck's on her, he could have 2 or 3 other bucks trailing him, trailing that doe. And you grunt a few times, and a lot of times you may be able to swing one of them in your direction. If you're in the right stand, the doe's hot, you will have a crack at it, but I guarantee you one thing, unless you try it, it for sure is not going to work for you.